Yes, you guessed it. It's a cup of soup, chicken in fact. Well, I mean, what else do you have on a cold winter's day? So I'm going to have this for lunch with some toast, and I didn't show you how much butter I put on the toast because some of you might be a bit angry with me. Anyway, this will test my culinary skills. Cheers. Perfect. And I suppose some of you are wondering where Nicola is. She's out at a meeting with some friends, and I excuse the bumping because I'll just grab this. So she is busy and she's got some work to do, and I'm sitting here having some quick lunch because I've got some filming to do, some things to show you, and I'm also keeping an eye on Pearl, who's around here somewhere. Now just see if I can go and find her. Sleeping in, are we? You're having a sleep? Good idea. You enjoy your sleep and I'll go back to my lunch. Well, as you know, last time you saw us, I put in that bulkhead at the front, and I made a slight error in so much as that everything fitted okay, and all I had to do was put the beading around the edge and everything could be fine. What I didn't take into consideration was the fact that this is going to have a cupboard door on it that's going to lift up and then close against the bulkhead. Now that pressure of that doing that can push the bulkhead further in over time. So I thought, I've got to put something in behind. But how am I going to do this? And then finally, after some deliberation, an idea hit me. And I had a bright idea. There were, however, some slight challenges. I didn't want to put the camper on a level up the camper on the ground to get the bulkhead to be level with the first bulkhead, which is by the stove. So what I thought of doing is, instead of leveling up the camper every time, because that'll take up time, I've got to run it up on wheel stands, etc. I thought I'd come up with another idea, and that idea was to actually make a dummy measurement stick, which will include the gap plus the thickness of the bulkhead I'm going to install. And using that, I could use that as my measurement stick, or while I'm building the bulkhead behind the frame behind the bulkhead. And that should hopefully take care of what I want to do. I couldn't put my level up and then take the measurements off the level because there's not the room inside the camper at the very front. So if I make up the measuring stick, cut it to the size I need, and then make the frame, and then once the frame is done, then I can, once that's glued and screwed in, then I can put the bulkhead hard up against that, and then that would solve the problem. So what I've been able to do here, instead of having to cut a bit of timber, so that's to the support at the bottom for the bulkhead, and I've got the tape right up there. Now if I was to lift this up, I'll just take it right up to the top, and we see here at the top that the tape measure goes right to that cutout from that wall. So it's exactly the same. Now if I do it on the other side just to double check the measurement, So right, so you can see now how I've got it laid out there. Now that's to the, would take it right to the back of the bulkhead because it gets screwed into that piece there. So now we'll measure the top, because it's going to tell us where that needs to be from there to there. So go up to the top and okay, so I've got the tape measure at the back there, and once again you can see the tape measure goes to the end of where the ceiling finishes. So that's bang on, which is excellent. Right, so now I'm doing the measurement from the floor up behind here where we'll screw in the height of the piece we need there. So I need to make a few of those. So I'll go and do that now. Today I have drilled and screwed out these holes here to screw the bottom of the bulkhead in, and done that on both sides, which means I can now concentrate on that top piece because this is now nice and firm. So we'll get on to that next. And another thing that I've done before screwing this all in, and as well as the top, I've decided to use this. This is Fixall High Tech, withstanding 320 kg, so that's plenty. And it says it does all materials, all surfaces. So yeah, should be quite good. Well, a little bit more progress. Just trying to get these little panels set in properly. But before I do, the paint on it is absolutely shocking. So what I've done, I'll show you the other side. There you go. I've actually removed all the paint, and I am going to repaint it because I'm not going to leave it like that. But at least it fits better, and it gives me a base to which to paint from. So that's about it for today. I'm going to call it a night. It's getting dark. Sun's starting to set in. As you can probably see through the windows of the camper there, it's getting a bit dark, so start again tomorrow. All that remains is for me to bulk up the screw holes, bulk them all up. I had to redo this section down here because when I put the squab back in, it was bowing, so I had to push that back further. Although in doing so, there's a little corner in there that that I might have to fill, but that's about as far back as I can take it. So there's not been a lot going on because I'm waiting for stuff to go off to settle, and then we'll get back into it. So by the next video, this should be all be painted out, looking the same as this, same with that up there, and this side should have another coat on as well. I've also put a piece of trim in this corner here to strengthen that back wall. Yes, so that's about where I'm up to at the moment. So not really a lot to report. It's one of those jobs that, because of where it is, stuck in the recesses back here, there's not room for a camera or anything like that. So yeah, it'll be good once I get that part done, and then I can actually start doing some ordinary filming. So there you go. That's it. Alright, well, I guess that's all for this week. We'll catch up to you in a couple of weeks when I'll show you some more progress on what we've done here. Catch you in a couple of weeks. Bye.